Hey guys, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. I'm finally off on a Sunday. Finally off on a Sunday. I'm never off on Sundays. I always work at the restaurant. I'm never off. But wouldn't you know, the only Sunday I've ever had off, there's drama popping off in the community with none other than Jeffree Star, honey. And we gotta talk about it. So if you're interested in hearing about all of that drama, then make sure that you keep on watching.
Have to be your biggest fan, and when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says,
alright guys, I'm just gonna be doing my eye makeup today while we do this. I already did my base and everything. Just something really aside from the lip, which is kind of bold, it's the lip is really kind of cool. It's the Kylie Cosmetics, it's a lip kit by Kylie. And it is, I can't find the liner. Where's the liner? Oh my god, hello. Hello. I will say these lids don't stay on her liners very well. So it is the Kylie lip kit in the shade Jordy. But I'm going to keep the rest of my eye look and everything pretty neutral, pretty basic. Because, I mean, honestly, I don't have any plans to leave the house today, so I'm already wearing a bold red lip around the house. Let's not do the most with the eyes too, right? We're going to be using the Dominique Cosmetics Transitions palette today. This is a really cool neutral palette, all mattes and all transition shades. So I got this in my BoxyCharm this past month, and I actually really like the palette. I've used it once before. I like it for just a good everyday neutral look, right? So that's what we're going to be using today. Oh my god, jeez. Could y'all hear that? If y'all could hear that, I'm putting that in the video. Okay, but yeah, so Jeffree Star did an interview, you guys, with Entertainment Tonight, and the interview was asking him, oh, I need to prime my lids. And the interview was asking him all the hard-hitting questions, honey. I was actually surprised that he agreed to do an interview where they talked about this stuff. So in the interview, they play clips of Tati, one of the Dramageddon to Tati videos, and then not the Bi Sister one, the one she did after that, and then they play the clip from James's apology video, and then they're asking, and they're asking him about Shane, and how is Shane, and we have it here confirmed, you guys, Shane and Jeffree are still friends. They're still friends, as if we doubted that. Hello. Shane and Jeffree are still friends, Jeffree says, and Jeffree says that he's glad Shane is kind of making his way back to the internet, but that Shane took a lot of time off to reflect, and that he's proud of both of the growth they've had the past years. I don't know. So back a while ago, last summer maybe, or maybe it was a little bit more recent than that. I don't know. It was sometime within the past year and a half or so. Jeffree did this interview with the guy from How to Catch a Predator, right? Or what is it? What was that? You guys know who I'm talking about? The one, it's not Chris Harrison. That's the Bachelor guy. It's the guy, you know what I'm talking about with that article about Dobby Vanity and everything? So the guy came to interview Jeffree about it and all that. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Anyway, if you do, if you don't, I don't know, remember the details on that girl. It was so long ago, I can't keep up. If you remember the details on who, or remember that guy's name that interviewed him, please leave it down in the comments down below, because I'm a mess. I can't remember what I did yesterday, let alone some internet drama that happened literally over a year ago. But what I do remember is that during that interview, I remember watching it, and I remember thinking that the interview sounded very much Jeffree was controlling the narrative in that interview. And with this one, with Entertainment Tonight, it didn't really sound that way. It sounded like Jeffree was asked questions that, I don't know, if I were him, I really wouldn't want to talk about, right? So if I were Jeffree and so I did an interview, I wouldn't want to talk about Dramageddon, the whole Bi Sister thing, and the whole thing with James Charles. I just wouldn't want to do that. I told you it was in my past, and it's in my past, and I don't want to bring it up. And I would probably say that that's off limits, right? Personally, that's just what I would do if I was him. I know that's probably an unpopular opinion for the viewer out there, because you guys want answers, you guys want this, you guys want that, and I get it, but I'm literally thinking, if I was in Jeffree's shoes, what would I do? And if I was in Jeffree's shoes, I wouldn't want to talk about it. I wouldn't want to bring it up again to stir up more drama. I wouldn't want to do any of that. Now, it's very possible that Jeffree doesn't mind stirring up the dramas. He was asked about Shane, and then they talked about the conspiracy collection a lot. And he said it was one of the best times of his life and all of that. And that was like, that was cute. I mean, I think that we already all knew that, right? But then they asked what the relationship with Tati Westbrook was. And then I was like, oh, he went there, girl. He went there. He asked what the relationship with Tati was, and then he said 0. And then the guy asked what the relationship with James Charles was, and Jeffree was like 0. And the next part is what I found really interesting, because it was kind of like pulling a page from Tati's book almost. Because he was like, I stepped away from the beauty community. He says he stepped away from the beauty community. How does he mean that? Because I don't think he stepped away from the beauty community. I mean, he was still out there putting out content and, you know, doing all the things. He moved to a different state, but, I mean, in my opinion, Jeffree has not stepped away from the beauty community. Is that an unpopular opinion? And this isn't hate. Okay, listen. This isn't hate to Jeffree Star. I'm actually in a place right now, and I'm a woman, and I'm an Aquarius, and I'm just all of these things. So I'm entitled to change my mind as many times as I want to, okay? And I probably will. But currently, as the time of this video is being made, June 25th or something, who knows? 2021, something like that. Maybe 20, I don't know what day it is, girl. I really don't. But at the time this video is being filmed, I'm at this place where I'm just like, everyone is a human, okay? And it's becoming more and more glaringly obvious that people are gonna mess up. Public figures are gonna mess up. Regular humans are gonna mess up too. The only difference between regular humans messing up and public figures messing up is that public figures are public, and so everybody finds out about it, okay? But everyone messes up, and everyone's gonna mess up, and we're all just humans at the end of the day. We've all said stuff that we regret, or that maybe isn't in our character, but we say it just in the heat of moment, or maybe we don't mean it like that, or maybe we're just having a moment where it's a bad joke, or like we're just kind of like not getting it right, and we just kind of mess up, right? It's just a thing that humans do. We all do it. And so I'm not defending anything that anybody's ever done, but I'm just saying that I'm in a place personally right now where, at least as far as the content that I create on this channel for you guys, I have to look at it objectively. I can't sit here and be like, I'm never watching a Jeffree Star video again. I'm never watching a Shane Dawson video again. Because the thing is, that's what I do here. I'm giving, you guys want to hear from me the drama about what's going on with all of these things, and if I don't watch it, or if I'm boycotting so-and-so, then I can't give you that information. So I think that, I guess the best way for me to put this is that I've been kind of taking an objective standpoint and kind of taking my emotions out of the situations that I hear about, you know, with all these controversial figures, and just really looking at them from an objective standpoint. This is what they did wrong. This is maybe the devil's advocate side, and that's what we're going to be presenting. Because I'm tired of getting, I don't really care about the hate comments, girl, but that's just what kinda I think that I need to do, right? In order to do this job, which I want to make this my job, to do this job in the best way that I can. So I can't have all of these like soapboxes that I want to stand on and boycott all of these creators, when what I want to do is be the person who shares the news about what they're doing with you. And I hope that makes sense. But anyway, I don't know. I got off on a tangent, girl. I always be going off on tangent. I don't know what it is. I just didn't think they were going to talk to him about those topics. And I don't really think that he did take a step back from the beauty community. I really don't. I don't see how what he did was a step back. Now, I mean, that's not sending a hate his way, it's just my personal opinion. I think if you're still out here creating content and doing all this stuff, then you are taking a step, then you are within the beauty community, right? But I think that what Jeffree considers the beauty community is not what the beauty community actually is. Being a part of the beauty community, and now I do more commentary and stuff, but when I first started my channel, I was doing a lot of like makeup tutorials, makeup reviews, and all of that. And I can say that being a part of the beauty community, really back then, it's huge. And it's not just Nikki Tutorials, James Charles, Nikita Dragon, Gabriel Zamora, Jeffree Star, Manny MUA, all these like huge creators, Tati Westbrook. It's not all of just those huge creators, right? The beauty community has 1 million people in it, and like so many, probably 1 million content creators, big and small, and everywhere in between. And I think that he thinks of it as like the main players in it, which is, you know what, that kind of makes sense considering that's his circle, or that was his circle to begin with. So I could see why he would consider that like the beauty community to him. And who are we to tell him what the beauty community means to him, right? But yeah, so I just didn't see, in my perspective, he never took a step back from the beauty community. Also really kind of funny is that that's what Tati said. Tati said that she took a step back from the beauty community. So then a couple days later, Jeffree Star has an article come out saying, or an interview come out saying that he took a step back from the beauty community. And it's almost like, are you just trying to take a page out of Tati's book because you saw that her comeback is being so well received? Or, I don't know, it's pretty interesting because that is exactly what Tati said. So, I don't know. The article ended on a really positive note, and they talked about Jeffree's like first Pride event that he ever went to, and they just kind of talked about the fact that it's Pride Month and all of that stuff. And I do feel like Jeffree Star is a really, really good symbol of just being unapologetically who you are. So whether that's good or bad, I guess at face value, what I mean is that the fact that he was wearing makeup before a lot of men were publicly wearing makeup like that, and he had like the long pink hair and all this stuff, and he was really just owning who he was before it was really socially accepted. And he was just kind of telling, you know, young LGBTQ people who are maybe struggling with coming out or struggling to be themselves or whatever, like to not be scared and to just own who you are and just be yourself. And you will find like-minded people who have the same like vibe as you, or like same, you know, you'll find people that you fit in with. So that's kind of what he was saying at the end of the article. And I kind of thought it was a great note to end the article on. And overall, I thought the article was pretty well done. I thought that it was professional on Jeffree's part. He was just really talking about the empire he's built, and love him or hate him, he's built quite the empire for himself. I just am having issues with this blending here, like right here. It's like not patchy, but it's just like, come on, girl. Ooh, you know what I just thought? What time is it? I have to get there if I'm gonna go. Oh, we have to wrap up this video, girl, because I want to go to the toasted yolk. Do y'all have toasted yolk by you wherever you live? I love the toasted yolk, girl. It is so good. It's like a breakfast lunch place or whatever, and I want to get there to do, oh my god, I really want to get there. So, okay, we need to wrap up this video, you guys. I'm gonna do some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, and this is the finished look, you guys. So I'm not wearing any false lashes today. I've been wearing a lot of false lashes lately, and my little lashes need a break, but I am, since we're talking about Jeffree Star, don't come for me, girl. Do not come for me. I'm taking an objective standpoint from here on out, and this is the mascara that he came out with, and it is absolutely fantastic. It's a really, really good mascara. I will give credit where it's due, and this is a great mascara, you guys. If you're looking for a new mascara, this is really, really good. I was not a fan of a couple of the other launches he launched recently, so I was not a fan of the Supreme Gloss. It's just not my vibe. I just wasn't really a fan of that. And then also these Velvet Trap lipsticks, I wasn't really a fan of, and it's mainly because of the packaging. Like this is the magnet that's supposed to be in here. So there's supposed to be a magnet in here so it can kind of like stay in place or whatever, but they're breaking in all of them. And so the magnet from the bottom part of the component is breaking off into the magnet of the top part of the component. And then the magnets themselves are super like fragile, so it's not doing what it's supposed to do magnetically with a bunch of them. Some of them work just fine, some of them aren't the best, and that's really the main reason that I wasn't a huge fan of that launch. But anyway, that's neither here or there. But anyway, that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. If you liked this little like simple glam with a bold lip look, then leave me a lipstick emoji in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, guys, you can follow me on all of my social media at Beauty by ShelbyE. That's ShelbyE, and I'll leave that right up there on the screen for you so you can see it. If you're enjoying the Beauty by Shelby vibes, then YouTube should be suggesting a couple videos down below for you to choose from, so I'd love it if you did that. But if you're just here to catch up on the Jeffree Star drama, that's okay too, girl. Love you so. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching today's video, you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says,